Hello everyone, my name is Ronak and you are watching VectoArt. So in today's video we'll take a look at how to use Figma in WinUI using the Uno platform. So without any further ado, let's get started. And also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. It means a lot. So first and foremost, let's open Visual Studio and let's click on create a new project. You should see these templates. If you do not see these templates in your Visual Studio, please check out my previous video where I have explained how to install the extension for Uno platform and how to integrate it with Visual Studio. So let's select Uno platform app and click on next. I will leave this project properties or project name as is, and let's click on create. So upon clicking on create, you will see this startup menu for Uno platform template wizard. Let's click on customize. Let's select .NET 7 as framework. Under the platforms, I will uncheck the Android, iOS, WebAssembly, Mac OS, GTK, and I'll just leave the Windows platform checked. And let's go to presentation and select MBUX. And under project, let's implement the server project, which will help you to include database. I will uncheck the unit test and test UI tests. You can leave it as is. You can also choose to uncheck dependency injection configuration, but I will leave these defaults as is. You can also uncheck login or log features. And finally, under the themes, you can either choose Material or Fluent UI. Fluent UI will go well with WinUI. And finally, let's click on Create. Once you click on Create, this project will be loaded and you will be greeted with this welcome page. This welcome page will describe how to integrate Uno with Visual Studio, and the same thing I have explained in my previous video. I will leave a link in the description. So moving ahead, let's close this welcome screen, and if you see that extension, if it asks you to disable the extension, please do not. It is something related to the processing of your laptop. So if it is a good processor, then you might not see that. So here you can see that we have the test projects, and then you have the app itself, where you have the MVUX pattern, and then we have some data contracts, and we have a Windows project. So first things first, and also here we in the backend we have the server project. I will not go in detail in this video on these folders that we have or the folder structure, but just a brief is enough. So let's select the Windows project and select and set it as a startup project, and then click on run. So you might also encounter this issue with the MSIX package. This is because the dependencies or the NuGet packages under the dependencies are not loaded correctly. So if you go under the dependencies, you will see that there are some errors. So make sure those dependencies are loaded. Sometimes it takes some time to restore the NuGet packages. So let's wait for those NuGet packages to be restored, and once it is restored, all the errors will be resolved, and then you can click on the app to run it again. So yeah, so let me minimize all those and let's click on run. So this is the default that we get when we create a Uno platform app. You will get a main window and a second page. So you can you have this nice looking template. So you can enter your name, and you can see there are nice subtle animations, and this page is the second page. So what we will do is we will add some XAML content to this second page, and we will use or we will take the help of Figma to add that XAML. So let's go to Google and search for Figma. Log in to Figma. I'll leave a link to this in the description. You can make sure you log in, and then once after you log in, you can search for Uno Platform. There are several uh, options to choose from, but let's go with this one, Uno Platform Material Toolkit, and then let's wait for it to load. On the left hand side, you will have a navigation pane where you will see the get started, and under the get started you will have all the layers, and each layer is a different component here. So if you zoom in, you will see the all the color styles that I use, the different typography, and here is a preview of our themes. So if you see the layers, if you click on the layers on the navigation pane, you will see that the selection changes on the components on the main area. So for example, if I click on search products, and you will see that that layer is selected. So if I do the same with login or other layers, here the selection changes. Let me zoom in so that you can see it better. So here I have search product selected. So if I go to deals, it changes, the selection changes. So let's take the search products and right click and click on plugins and Uno Platform Figma to XAML plugin. Let's click on that, and once this window is launched, let's go to export and let's refresh this by using the refresh button. It will take some time to load these XAML data, and once it is there, you can either export it or you can use the plain old copy paste. So let's I will go ahead with the copy paste. So let's select all and copy and go to Visual Studio and paste it on my second page.xaml page. So here I'm pasting it inside the page. So let's select it from the grid till the end of the page tag and just paste it. I will speed up the process. Here you will see that whatever I have copied from the Figma has a page tag of its own. So I will remove that, and I will also add the missing namespaces and remove the duplicate namespaces. So if here I am going to speed up the process so that you do not have to wait. So let's see it in action. Okay. Make sure you add only the missing references, namespaces, sorry, um, and do not tamper any of the existing namespaces. Okay, all right. So we have our XAML ready. So let's save this. You might see some errors, but don't worry. They will be resolved once you run the application and the build starts. So I think our application is ready. So let's test what we have changed in the second page. So the application is loading, and since we did not make any change to the main page, so it remains the same. So once you click on the second page, you will see the UI changes that we made in the second page. So this is the exact copy of what we have in Figma. So I will decrease the width of this so that you can refer it with what we have in Figma. So let's close this XAML window that we have, and here you can see I will just place it next to it. Apart from the data that Figma has, it's it's the exact same. You can also remove that live visual tree from the window that is running. So we can go while the application is running, you can go to Visual Studio and toggle the first option to enable or disable the live visual tree on the app. So once you disable it, it is gone. Hope you all liked watching this video. If you do, please do subscribe to my channel, and for upcoming videos, please stay tuned to my channel. Hope you all liked watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.